Hopefully everything
And
goes well.
record.
All right, so welcome. Hello. Um, we're here to watch the state of play. As you can see, I've got Ocean with me because he was nice enough to stay awake to hang out. Say hi.
Hi. I'm not being dumb on camera right now, I swear.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't have your camera, so you don't have to worry about my end of that.
Oh, thank God, I can say help me a lot. And spill a drink down myself as soon as we start. Great job. Woo!
This is going to be a fun one.
Happy to be here.
Uh,
Just for context, it's almost 11 goddamn PM, so
yeah,
cut me some slack, everyone.
he is, or they, sorry, are very weird and deciding to stay up late. Who am I kidding? I used to do that all the time. So,
Well, if you knew me being up early is weird.
same, actually. I am not morning person. But thankfully for me, it's not the morning here. It's 4:30 in the afternoon and we're going to talk about some Sony shit now.
Oh, this is the Sony. Oh, I thought we were with Nintendo. God damn it. What am I doing here? Alright, I'm out. See you later. Dumb joke. Don't worry about it.
You can't see it, but I'm glaring at you through my camera.
I'll glare back through mine. Maybe we'll connect somehow.
When you make your video, you can just sync them up together.
Do like a split face so we can become one.
There you go. So yeah, we got half an hour before the show's good set to start. I figured you and I could just kind of talk about what we're hoping to see, like what we want to see, what we think will probably be here, and hopefully we won't be completely destroyed by what's eventually revealed.
I shall let you go first because I'm not entirely sure just yet.
All right. Well, I'll start off with probably the most obvious thing that we're probably going to see, and that is the like some form of Final Fantasy or Forspoken or something Square Enix that isn't Kingdom Hearts 4. I feel like
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah, they just too recently released the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, so I don't think they're really going to talk about that right now. And with Forspoken coming out later this year and Final Fantasy 16 being exclusive, it just makes sense for them to at least drop a little bit more info about it, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about 16.
Yeah.
Remake 2. Remake Part 2 definitely coming, right, guys? Right?
Please,
Nope.
at some point, guys, we want money. How about you? What do you think's going to be super obvious to show up?
Horizon Forbidden West, the VR game.
That's
Because they already announced it.
that's cheating, and we're not talking about PSVR 2 shit yet.
For me, one of them I'm curious about, but I'm not sure about because of the Summer Game Fest lineup, with Capcom being there. Something Resident Evil related,
Oh.
possibly. That would be mine, I'd say.
I know that. I know I said we weren't going to talk about VR stuff yet, but I know one of the big things going into this is that people are expecting like a VR patch to Resident Evil 8 Village, similar to what they did with 7. So
Okay.
could maybe be something like that.
Possibly, but I guess it would depend on where that has come from. Because people also think that there's a Resident Evil Classics collection, which has apparently been on the verge of release for like 3 years now, so
Fair.
every single shot, yep, it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think if we're gonna get anything Resident Evil related for VR, it'll probably be a port of Resident Evil 4 because we already have that
That'd be
on.
cool.
They already have that on like the Oculus, I think it is, and that'd be a cool one to have. Like RE4 was ported to more things than Skyrim, so it only makes sense to port the VR version to everything too.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
If I could afford VR. I would definitely check that out.
Oh yeah.
And then turn it off when I get to the regenerators and on the last chapter and just never play it again because I'm too scared.
Man, I still cannot complete Resident Evil 7 in VR. I can play it fine on my own if I'm just sitting in my room with a controller. VR scares the shit out of me with that game, so I cannot wait to try it with 8 if that is a thing.
Not finished it. What a coward! Oh, I didn't play it in VR. I played it normally. So
Uh, so one of the other things I'm hoping for is one of the more recent Nintendo Directs. They revealed that Klonoa is going to be getting a revival of sorts with a remaster of the first two games. I think it's called Fantasy Reverie or something like that. Um, the initial announcement made it seem like it was just a Nintendo Switch thing, but I've since seen people talk about how it's going to come to like other consoles later. And it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm super excited for that because I'm a huge Klonoa fan and I want more Klonoa. So I'm hoping we get like at least a tease of like a release window or something at least for that.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. I actually can't remember what Clono is.
It is arguably a bit more of an obscure game. I will say that.
If it's a platformer of any sort, I'm probably not gonna know much about it.
It's sort of a platformer. It was originally on the PlayStation 1 and 2. Um, they had a couple of Game Boy Advance games, I believe. But for the
I do
most,
recognize the character.
yeah,
I have seen this before, just not played it.
I
Apparently,
know. I know Ked Icarus did a video talking about the original game. So, how about
good
you?
old Daddy Caddy.
Any big far out there stretches that you would want to see? I know you were before we started going live. You were talking about something.
Oh, well, like the what I would like to see
Yeah,
thing. All right, first off, right, get ready. Got Persona, anything. Persona socks the video game. I'll take it. I don't care. Just whatever. I'm obsessed right now. I'll take anything. Let me give you money, Atlas.
even if they were to make like
Second,
even if they were to make like a Pop Figures version of like they did with Gears Pop Tactics or whatever.
oh, they already have. I found them online the other day and was very tempted to buy
No,
them,
no, no.
but I was like,
I don't
oh
mean like I
no.
don't mean like Pop Figures
Oh,
of
like a
Persona, like a
game.
game using the Pop Figures
Yeah, I'd play
style.
that.
Okay.
I'd play that game. I played the dancing games. Okay, I'll play anything at this
Hey,
point.
I'm not even a big Persona fan. Those dancing games are fun. They have great
Platinumed today.
they have some great
Both games.
freaking
Let's go.
music. I will take it. Like I'll take any music. Hell, I played the Kingdom Hearts music game, man. Like I just like rhythm games.
That's a fair point. But for the second one, Persona, right? The third one is Persona.
Yeah.
You never see it coming because you didn't see it coming. And then the fourth one, God of War Ragnarok would be kind of cool. But the fifth one, right? Persona. But no.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
would be cool to see God of War, but I know they said there's not going to be like first party stuff. But you never know. Maybe.
You never know. Like they might do like a quick
Maybe.
tease or something, or maybe like maybe they'll announce a delay because I could potentially see that happening. Because as far as I know, that's still set to come out this year. I don't think I've seen it. I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen a thing that says like, oh, we're delayed until next year. Um, yeah, the only other like surprise sort of announcement I could potentially see is yesterday it got lost in like all of the Pokemon news, but they announced that for the upcoming Twisted Metal TV series, Will Arnett is going to be voicing Sweet Tooth.
That
So
could be pretty fun, actually.
so to kind of tie into that, I could see them maybe announcing like a third party developer has been working on a Twisted Metal game,
Yeah.
either as like a remake of one of the originals or as like a new game entirely. Because the last one we had was 2013, I think, on the PlayStation 3. So might be time for a
That was
new
a long
one.
time ago.
It's been a while.
I think the other thing I'd like to see, though, it's a maybe. I'm not expecting it. Not expecting it at all. It's just, would be cool. Anything Resident Evil related. Oh, no. Sorry, not anything, because I don't care about the Reverse game. Anything that's not Reverse. And I'll take it.
I'm kind of hoping they go in the direction of Behavior Entertainment or Behavior Interactive, the guys that make Dead by Daylight, and they make a dating sim with Lady Dimitrescu. Can you imagine how much that would sell?
Or just like a dating sim, I guess, with an overall story like Dream Daddy or something, but
Yeah.
you can date any of the monsters. Like, yo, catch me with Nemesis, just say.
But no, that's from what I know, that's basically what the Dead by Daylight one is going to be. It looks like bright and colorful, and you just get to date all the different killers, and it's going to be nice and fun.
We need more satirical and silly visual novels like
I
that, like,
mean,
seriously.
we kind of humanity peaked when they made the KFC date the Colonel one. So
Which, in my opinion, was like somehow unironically good.
it
It was.
was
I actually did enjoy
it
it.
was
Like, what is happening?
it was surprisingly good. Very well written, very well made. It just all around a fun time. Um,
And other thing I just thought of and remembered now, Like a Dragon 2.
do you think they might announce that now?
Would love. Well, I don't know if they will, but it's what I would like to see.
Because when did the first one come out? That one came out last year, didn't it?
2 years ago.
Has it been 2 years?
Although it did get put onto next gen systems last year.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
I just
last year was Lost Judgment.
I just looked it up and it was 2020. God damn, this pandemic's been making me lose my concept of time.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
What day is it again?
Don't ask me that. I'm still messed up from Memorial Day. I have no idea what the holiday is in memory of, other than like soldiers or something. But it was the first Memorial Day ever that I've had where I actually had off. So I was trying to. My entire concept of time is thrown off this week. I spent most of my shift today thinking it was Friday.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So aside from big ticket things like that, I'm pretty sure we can expect like a big indies showcase. Quick like splash trailers of a couple of indie games. Maybe the whole focus of the third party is indie titles. Um, a couple of the ones that I know I'm most interested in are Oxenfree 2, Lost Signals,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Stray, the one where you're the little cat with the
Yeah.
backpack, and then I've just found out about this one today. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see it, but it's a game. I'm putting it up on my screen now called Bare Butt Boxing.
I have Google up.
It is a boxing title about aliens who only understand what boxing is and no other concept of humanity, boxing one another in silly physics sort of based combat.
Kind of looks like what's Gang Beasts.
Yeah, and I love gang beasts, so I would love to see how this one shapes out. But I don't know. I was looking it up to like get notes and stuff for this earlier, and I just saw the title and I'm like, okay, I have to see what the fuck this is.
Wow, googling Burr Butt Boxing was kind of a mistake.
Do you have safe search on?
I can't remember right now, but
Mm.
there's like random articles about like the history of men fighting burrs. Okay,
Ooh,
that okay.
that's actually kind of cool. I thought you were gonna go.
Google's like the Wild West when you're trying to Google anything at all.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that kind of covers like the third party stuff for me. Did you have any other thoughts on like third party before we jump into the VR talk?
Basically everything you just said.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple other indies I'd be interested in, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge beat 'em up game. That looks like it could be a lot of fun. The people who made Streets of Rage 4 are making it. And then it was announced at like the PlayStation 5 reveal, but Goodbye Volcano High.
Oh yeah,
I
that
haven't
game.
heard anything about that since then. So I'm kind of hoping to see a little bit more about that, but other than that, I'm just along for the ride when it comes to like indies and third party stuff. Just see what we get cuz for me, I'm personally more excited in the PSVR 2 cuz well, I love the PlayStation VR. So I know that you don't have as much experience with VR as I do, so
I have a brief history with VR, which was the old school Oculus headset. That's about it.
oh, like the original?
I think it was the second one they did, but it didn't have controllers or anything like that at the time.
Okay. Yeah, back when it was like you still had to use the mouse and keyboard or whatever, and you just would basically move your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would all be like a on rails kind of situation
Hmm.
where things just play out and you don't really do anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how a lot of VR games still sort of play, but they've gotten a lot more in depth. So, um, yeah, but I mean, Sony announced that this is going to have a showcase of PSVR 2 stuff. I don't know if it's going to be like an even split because this is a half-hour show. So it might be 15 minutes indie games and third party, 15 minutes of PSVR 2. I feel like it's more like going to be 20 minutes, 10 minutes with the bulk of the PSVR 2 talking about Horizon Call of the Mountain, like the one game they've officially announced for the headset,
Yeah.
which looks phenomenal.
I saw a graphical comparison of the original reveal and now, and it did look really, really nice.
Oh yeah.
A lot more
No,
detail and stuff.
that reveal alone as someone who still still plays VR titles on my regular PSVR, just the thought that that is the level of fidelity that could be 2 inches from my eyeballs is astounding to me. And I don't know, I'm eager to see what else we get for the headset because there's just so many other games out there and a lot of stuff that's been announced that maybe they've been waiting to say like, oh, we're also coming to PSVR 2 because I think they said there's like 30 some titles that'll be available from launch at least. So I'm hoping to see like maybe we'll get a few more ideas of what we're looking at. I don't know. Are there any like VR games that if they came to the headset that you would personally go out of your way to try and get it?
Probably Resident Evil 4 VR
That would
is the
be
only one I can really think of right now.
that would be fantastic. That's one of the ones I'm rooting for. Just because everything about that, it looks like it's a lot of fun. Like they put a lot of love into that game to make it a good game. So ah,
And I don't know if this one would happen or not, but I just remembered Half-Life Alex as well. Not sure if that would happen, but it would be cool if it did.
that is another one on my list actually, and I could see it. It kind of just depends on how in depth the remotes are. Because one of the big things with Half-Life Alex is the ability to track where your hands are at any time, as well as like the individual finger placement, so you can like grab things and do all sorts of stuff like that. I know that like Gabe Newell has voiced positivity towards PlayStation in the past, but that always felt like a publicity stunt because he spent so much longer before that doxing the PlayStation. And this was all in
Yep,
like the
I
PS
remember that.
this was all in the PS3 era. So who the hell knows what happened in the last 15 years?
Oh, I still remember that Portal 2 reveal.
Oh, that was
Everyone was like, "Whoa!"
what the fuck, Gabe Newell?
He looked so awkward on that stage.
Oh, he did.
Like he'd just come home like to his parents after being out all night or something. Like, oh, all right. Am I gonna explain this?
He just had like he wasn't even meant to be there. He just wandered on stage and they're just like, well, we were gonna have someone else talk, but Gabe, just go off. And he just had like a presentation prepared in case he accidentally walks out on a stage.
Afterwards, he's just like, "Wait, this isn't PC Game Show. What's going on? Where am I?"
I thought this was the Atari showcase. Um, yeah, Resident Evil 4, Half-Life Alex, like of those two, Resident Evil seems a lot more likely to happen. Um, just because they have had a history of, like we mentioned earlier, Sony has a history of putting Resident Evil titles in VR on their system. Half-Life Alex, I don't know. That one feels like it's going to stay on Steam service with the Steam Deck because that is like their killer app. That is the thing you get a Steam Deck for.
Can definitely agree. It's one of those like kind of things that you wish could happen, like you can fantasize about a little bit.
Yeah. No, like the weird thing for me with Half-Life Alex is like I want to play it because it's Half-Life. Who doesn't like Half-Life? But I was initially just like, I'll skip it. Whatever. I don't have the headset for it. I'm never gonna have that. The thing that got me interested in it was a video of someone using a chair to block a head crab and then throwing it.
Yeah, the creativity,
Just
basically. Like how you can use items.
in most VR games, like you can't do that, and just the idea that you can do that in this game is, I want to play it, but I don't have the ability to play it, and that irks me. So instead, I'm gonna hope for a different VR selection title. Um, Sony owns Insomniac now, and Insomniac have a whole library of VR titles that they've produced over the years. I think
I
they
was
have.
wondering where you were
I
going
think
with
they
this
have
for a
like.
second then.
I think they have like 5 or 6 total games. That'd be a good one to. That'd be good to really throw onto there. I think
And if they could somehow, in some magical world, make a Spider-Man VR game work, I would
they're
be so
actually
down for that,
they're
and I would
actually
throw up a lot. It would be great.
there actually are already 2 Spider-Man VR titles on PlayStation
How
VR.
do I not know about? I'm googling this right now.
They were tie-ins for Homecoming and Far From Home. They're very short. They're more or less like tech demos. I talk about it briefly in my PSVR video, but both of them you can play in like 10, 15 minutes. But the second one actually lets you swing around a city.
Nice.
It's very low poly, like very basic textures and stuff for the buildings, but it if you're not used to VR, you will barf. It is it's so low res, but at the same time it's like it feels like you're swinging half the time. It's weird. It's kind of fun. And it's absolutely free. So if you know anyone with a PSVR, I mean, they can just download it and you can try it out that way.
I wish I did, but I don't.
I mean, you can come over to my place and do it, but that requires you coming to America,
I'm
which
going to America. Bow, bow, bow.
but yeah, Insomniac's library of games, a lot of them seem like they could be a lot of fun. They could be pretty impactful. They were all, I think, Oculus games before, so like, maybe having to deal with the licensing for that, but that could be a good way to bolster your library of potentially exclusive titles. Um, I know that they released Hitman 3. Like they released it where you could do VR title or VR missions. Like any of the missions in that you could do in VR on the PlayStation 4. I don't know if they made an official like PS5 version of that or not. So I could see them making like a port of that up to PS5 with improved graphics and gameplay, or maybe even just like a whole other VR specific Hitman game, which if there's any game that I could see working well in VR is Hitman, just because of how meticulous and detail oriented those games can be.
Get the people who made Half-Life Alex and get them involved. The creativity you could have.
That would be the point where I don't have a mortgage on my home. I would get a mortgage just to make sure I could get that. Um, Beyond that, though, there's only like 2 other titles that I can personally think of that I would be interested in, really. And don't judge me for this. One of them is Among Us.
I forgot that existed, you know. I think part of my brain blacked that out and thought that was just a meme, but yeah, that's a thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, I'm one of those people who I actually kind of like playing Among Us, you know. It it's specifically better if you play it with friends. Because
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
if you just go online with randoms, like you can get just random people being dicks and being like, "Yeah, he did it. I have no proof. Just believe me." And the number of times I've been killed in the first round for no reason just pissed me off. But I feel like if you could get a couple friends together, the VR version of it could be a lot of fun. Like a lot of the tasks in the game lend themselves well to the simple, basic systems that VR usually employs. So just do that, but with a with a movement controller in your hands and a screen in front of your eyes. You know,
So the thing I'm not sure about with that game is it specifically only a VR version, or are you playing normal Among Us but in VR?
it
Like,
is.
would other people have to have VR as well to play with you, or
From what I can tell, the VR version that I'm talking about, because this is actually a game that they've announced. I don't know if it's coming to PlayStation VR, but there is like an actual VR Among Us. It is VR Among Us. Like
right?
you have like a 3D model, you are moving around the spaceship in 3D space, and it is not just you have a screen in front of you and you're playing Among Us. It is you are performing the tasks, moving around the ship, everything like that.
I feel like that would make things so intense because instead of just walk here, hold a button or press a button, like having to actually do those things, you'd be looking
Yeah.
over your shoulder every 2 seconds,
Yeah.
like, why won't it doing this one thing? Just hurry up!
Yes.
Ah!
And that's why I want to play it. I get excited about games too easily sometimes.
I guess it kind of oddly reminds me of the gimmickry of Zombie U, like having to like look down at your gamepad and you can't see what you're doing on the screen, to like look in your backpack, but having to keep quickly checking. Oh, there's no zombies. There's no zombies.
Yeah,
Like I oddly like gimmickry in games like that.
I only played that when I moved it over to PlayStation. I still have to get it for the Wii U because I want to try it there. But I did remember that was one of the reasons I wanted it, is just like the meticulous nature of trying to make sure you have everything good. Like that sounds like it could
Yeah.
be fun. Um, the only other VR title I know that's coming out soon that I have interest in that I would want to see on PlayStation VR is it's Ghostbusters. They're making a Ghostbusters VR game apparently, and I feel like that could be a lot of fun if it's properly made.
I just had the most random thoughts. This isn't something that exists. I would kind of like to see what a Death Stranding VR experience would be like. Like maybe you have to like navigate your way through an area or something, and you've got like the enemies all around you, and you've got to be really careful and
Don't
sneaky.
don't give Kojima ideas.
I don't need to. The man's got like
Because
1 million written down in a book that's just like Die
oh,
Hard
you
reference.
you
Right, that's a
think
game tick.
you think he's got it in a book? This man has somehow
On a
like
whiteboard or something.
no, he's like ripped open the rib cage of a small animal and scrawls it in there. Like he's got some weird cryptic shit with where he writes his notes. I just know it.
It's actually just a Guillermo del Toro prop from one of his movies or something. Just write it on that.
He stole one of the Hellboy horns. But yeah, outside of like those games, there's some that I would want to see, like maybe get like enhanced versions of or released off of PC onto the PlayStation VR 2. Like I know it's trash, but I would love to play Fallout 4 VR on
Fallout 4 being trash or the VR being trash?
yes. Because like
Great answer.
the actual like Fallout 4 VR that you can get, like it's an official separate release of Fallout 4 specifically in VR, is one of the jankiest, most hastily ported
Ah,
VR
right,
games
okay.
possible. And I'm saying that about a Bethesda game. Like,
It'd actually be scarier if it came out being the most perfectly polished product you've ever played in your life.
oh,
That would be scarier.
the day Bethesda releases a polished product again is the day that all the bombs go off. Like, that's when humanity is done. That
When
is
Fallout really happens.
that yeah, that is the secret trigger code that just destroys everything. Um,
It just works. It just works.
but beyond that, there are games like Duck Season. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I'm thinking duck game. Never mind.
Duck Season is basically take Duck Hunt, make it VR.
Ah, right.
But there's also like the a bit of a meta narrative behind it of you are like this little kid who is playing this game like back in the 80s and like
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
yeah.
I know what you mean now.
Yeah, I want that to come to PlayStation because that's one that I've wanted to play for a while, but it's only on PC as far as I can tell, or Oculus maybe. I don't know. I refuse to get Oculus because of the Facebook integration bullshit. But other than that, I mean, I'll take a release date for the VR PSVR 2 as well as like one or two official launch titles outside of Horizon Call of the Mountain just cuz I'm already on board. I want to know what I'm on board for, you know?
1 minute 50 or
Yeah.
something like that.
I've got 110 on my screen.
Oh god, I need to catch up. Alright, caught up.
Hey, congrats.
Mine must have buffered at some point.
That's possible.
44, 43, 42.
Oh, you're actually a little further than me if you're at 44. I'm at 54.
Haha.
Oh, go further.
I'm on the IGN link. If I don't know what you're using right now.
I'm using the Sony, the PlayStation official one.
See if I can grab that really quick. Try and make it a bit better.
Well, we got 20 seconds either way, so.
I'm now on 17.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12. And there's probably going to be like a couple seconds of like the ESRB or whatever on the screen,
Yeah.
so. All right. Here we go. Time to see what we got for some games.
Whoa, we called it. ESRB was announced. Holy crap.
Reveal of the century.
Free.
324.
24. What?
What's coming out? I swear to God,
What
if this is
comes out
Last of
now?
Us.
Ruh.
Oh.
My favorite game. Is this Resident Evil?
This
No. Maybe
RN.
not. Maybe? Yes!
Resident Evil, hey.
The kind of like
The 4.
Mexican music or whatever it would be
Oh, is this the
threw me
VR?
off.
Oh, this
No, I
is
think this is remake.
this is a full-blown remake of RE4. Nice.
Oh, be still my beating heart.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this because I've got it in lower quality just to make sure I stay synced up.
I'm assuming it's going to use the Village engine just based on what they're showing here.
Can I still suplex enemies? That's the biggest question here.
That's the only question.
If not buying it.
Oh my God.
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
I just realised the start was the release date, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
I just clicked onto that.
You
Oh.
are tired, man.
I really am.
Forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a
I
second.
will say, I think the lighting engine for Resident Evil Village and stuff,
Different.
I feel like it makes this a little too... Oh, there we go. It's a little bit brighter now. Okay. I thought it was going to be like all dark and moody like it was in RE
Oh, no.
Resident Evil Village. So
Oh, I think it's next gen only. Oh no.
PSVR 2
Oh, that's
content. Hell yes.
State of Play returns, and we've got some
Well, I need a
fabulous
next gen
station updates to
console,
share with you
like,
today.
now.
And
I mean, I could have told you
Ready
that.
for that?
With Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR2 content also in development.
Yes.
Now let's get a
Wonder what
sneak
it'll
peek
be.
at 4 games in development for PlayStation
4?
VR2.
Hell yes.
Were you right about the VR thing?
I think I was
Let's take a look
in
at
development for PSVR 2. Hell
I'm
yeah.
doing it away from the microphone, but I'm clapping, just so you know.
you escaped.
Oh,
I
just
can't
step on me
wait.
right now.
I can't wait,
Want
man.
VR.
Let's see how
Get me those.
VR just for this scene.
Get me those mommy milkers right in my face.
You know that gif of her just like jumping on someone and crushing them to death?
Yes.
Just do it.
Do
I
it.
want that as an experience. Oh, the underground part would be terrifying.
I can't wait not to beat this one either.
10-minute playthrough. Whoa, let's go.
No, I'm gonna get to the castle and I'm just never gonna leave. Oh.
Man blood.
Oh, careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
I did not expect there to be two things from Capcom.
Well, I
Two
mean,
with Resident Evil, should I say.
when they announce stuff, they usually do it all in like one big bunch, so the only way they could somehow make this better is if the next game that they announce is also from Capcom and it's like Mega Man VR.
When are we getting Resident Evil Village? That's what I want to know.
Hell yes.
DLC or?
Resident Evil Village. What do we got
Of all
now?
people have the audacity to question me? You,
The hell is this?
who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou. To
Is this
plunder
something
our righteous
Walking Dead VR
cut
related,
our
maybe?
souls like a demon in the night.
I don't know. It doesn't really look like Walking Dead zombies. Maybe it's Dying Light.
Maybe.
You, who have brought nothing but chaos. When death was
I mean,
swallowed
zombie
in
games
the
lend
sea,
themselves good to
it
VR
was
regardless,
I who
so
resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow
God.
to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous.
chainsaw. Retribution. Oh, it is Walking Dead. Okay. I don't know.
You got one, I got one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, the zombies didn't look right to me, but
I was thinking because I think the other VR game was set in the same location.
is this No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky? That's kind of cool.
No Man's Sky already has VR though. Maybe just like an updated version for PS5 or PSVR 2 or whatever. Yep, it's No Man's Sky, all right.
Could you imagine if they were just like, this is No Man's Sky 2, but it's VR only?
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I'm also like one of the few people who enjoyed No Man's Sky from day one, so
I keep trying to get back into it, but like, I don't know. I just kind of struggle.
yeah, it's one of those that I actually have a whole video that I'm gonna make talking about it. Like, you have to have like specific interests to really get into the game. So,
There.
oh, they're starting early with Horizon.
Oh,
Look at this, man.
I asked you a question.
Oh, looks so good.
all I have in my head right now is the theme tune for Jurassic Park. It just it just seems like it would fit so well right now.
Just make like a chiptune version of it, and it's like the perfect encapsulation of Horizon. Oh my god, underwater swimming too?
Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why? Redemption is still possible, Reyes. Climb the mountain.
So is this like an actual full game, or is it more like an experience?
Why
I'm
machines are attacked.
Guessing more of a full game. Like, Sony specifically has moved away from experiences a little while ago with VR. They like still get released by mostly third parties, but with this being like the first party flagship for the PSVR 2, I would assume they would have at least a couple hours worth of content here.
Do that, and you shall be a free man.
When do we get the Aloy appearance? Where is it?
Right?
Your skills.
Right at the end, I'm guessing?
Maybe. Oh God.
You have walked in the shadows, Reyes. Now it is time to climb into the light.
Yeah, I'm sold. Just being able to fight the Thunderjaw in VR.
Hi, I'm Ben McCaw, Narrative Director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
Oh, I still have to beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
Same. I really enjoy the story and characters, but I never got into the actual gameplay, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those where like it's the same with Ghost of Tsushima. Like both of the games are fantastically made. They have a lot of great stuff in them. The open world is fun to explore. The gameplay is hit or miss sometimes. But for me, like I just get into it and then suddenly drop off and don't touch it again for another couple months.
Please check out
Yeah.
the PlayStation blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank
It makes
you
me
for
sad
your
because it is one of those
support.
games that I would really
Stay
love to
tuned
get
for
into
more
because I've heard so many good things.
Yeah.
But hey, I had the exact same experience with Yakuza 0, and now I love the whole franchise, so maybe it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. PlayStation fan favorite coming to PC, huh? Are they finally going to give us Bloodborne? Spider-Man?
Oh, Spider-Man? That's pretty cool.
Eh.
If you want to change the world, you have
All
to
right.
be the kind of man.
I cannot wait to see the mod support for this one.
Do you really need two of those?
You are everything that's wrong with this city.
The amount of suits and stuff that are already in that game, I'm kind of curious what they would even mod.
Oh, I'm
Like, what they
just-
would even change or add.
I'm picturing people like full on making Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield like
Oh,
skin
yeah, good point,
versions,
actually.
not just the suits.
Yeah, I was only thinking of suits for some reason.
Yeah. And it looks like they're adding all of the DLC content too. Yep, it's the remastered version, so okay.
Your clothes on the kitchen floor?
One of the best scenes in the game.
Stray? Hell yeah.
Stray! Yay, let me be my kitty. I swear to God, if this ends with them saying it's releasing today, I'm loading up my PlayStation 5 right now.
This is exclusive to PS5, isn't it? Or next gen, at least.
I think they said it's coming to PS4 as well.
Oh, I hope so.
I think. I don't quite remember.
I'm still one of the peasants that hasn't
PlayStation
gotten a
4,
PS5 yet.
PS4, PS5, and Microsoft Windows. So it'll
Sweet.
probably be like better optimized for PS5, but
Yeah.
I mean that's just kind of the case with anything right now.
Resident Evil 4 is only next gen.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm excited, but I'm sad at the same time. I'm so conflicted. Because I might not be able to get a PS5 till like later next year, maybe. So
If you're lucky.
because money. Well, yeah, that as well.
God, it looks so good. Come on, give me a release date. I've been wanting to play as this cute little kitty for so long.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Hell yeah.
That looks like Spider-Verse font. Just saying.
Cyber City in Stray, coming to PS5 and
Oh, could you
PS4
imagine
July 19th.
Stray, but with like the Spider-Verse
PlayStation
art
Plus
style?
Extra members and higher can download Stray at
I'd
no
play that.
extra cost when it launches next month. Up next,
Extra or
three
better
games
can
that will get your
get it
heart
for
racing.
free.
I was gonna get PS Plus this month as well. Yes. I'll keep it next month. There you go. Oh, please tell me this is that horror game. Callisto, Project, whatever it's
That
called.
would make sense. Striking. I don't. I think it is.
Why is he walking like Isaac Clarke? Just saying.
Well, it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Dead Space, so
It looked like the exact same animation.
it wouldn't surprise me if it's like they use like a lot of the same assets and stuff from it, because I think a lot of the people who made Dead Space eventually turned into this studio, so it would make sense.
Oh, this looks so cool. So
It does.
Let that go.
Gotta let that go.
Life is entirely in my hands. I'm just
Who needs Dead Space remake? We've got it right here.
Right?
rebirth.
I say that, but I'm excited about Dead Space
So
remake.
am I. I wanna wait until I actually see gameplay and stuff to get excited for that. But this, if that ends up being a bust, this looks like it'll be what I wanted.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
This is not one to play in the dark at night.
I'm still gonna.
Oh yeah.
I'm still gonna regret it.
That's the only
I'm
way
still
you
not
play.
gonna sleep that
That
night.
is the only way you play horror games. If you play it with the lights on, like everything around you is volume low, you're not playing it right. Gooey.
Gives me chills every time.
Guiji confirmed.
That would be the weirdest crossover for this.
Hell yeah.
So they're keeping it the Callisto Project is the title? Protocol, that's what it was.
What?
This
I don't know why I was
year,
expecting that to be like 3 years away
I
or
thought
something.
it was like 2024 or something too, so hell yeah.
Oh, this has been better than I expected it to be so far.
It's a shame they
Is this Sable? It kind of looks like Sable.
It is.
Still need to play that game.
I'm fairly certain. No.
Or is this... It kind of looks also maybe a bit like Jet Set Radio. Something like it, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
never
not
mind.
it's not Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, but ooh.
Funk Rush Cyberbomb. Sequel to Cyberpunk.
There you go.
I mean, it's not my kind of thing, so I'm not as... Assuming this is a multiplayer game, I'm not really into
This
that, but
honestly looks
gameplay
like-
looks fun.
This honestly looks like it's single player to me, just what they're showing so far.
If it is, I might give it a go.
Yeah, because like with the time slowdown mechanics and stuff, like that would be hard to do with multiplayer. There might be like multiplayer.
Oh, yeah, good point.
There might be multiplayer elements, but I think this is. Do you remember on the Wii there was Mad World?
Oh, yeah, that
I think
game.
this is like Roller Rink Mad World.
Roller Drill. I like the name.
That's soon.
That's pretty soon as well.
I'll take it. That looks like it could be fun.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
It's something anime.
It's gotta be. Genshin? Oh, never mind. Not Genshin.
Corpse Party 3 or 4.
Whatever one they're on. Could.
Yo, is this Breath of the Wild 2? Link has an arm like that.
Yo, Bayonetta 3's looking sick.
It's a little weird how you play as Bayonetta's brother, but okay.
Yeah. Rayonetta.
Oh, there she is.
The world hasn't ended.
Oh, never mind. That's her little sister.
Not hopeless. I won't
Bayonetta.
let anyone else get hurt. Don't you want science in
Is
your
this?
corner?
Is this just like a new... I feel like this is an anime that's popular right now that I have no clue about.
I feel like it's... This game reminds me of... Oh, it was kind of like a Souls-like game that had an anime aesthetic, and then there was another game just like that, but futuristic, that looked exactly the same as this game, in terms of art style.
Yeah, no clue.
I can't remember the names of either of them right now.
Clearly.
Oh, Ghostwire Tokyo's looking a lot different.
Yeah.
Eternites.
Wow, Gotham Knights has really changed. I know they said they were going to change how Barbara's backstory.
I mean, from what I've heard, maybe for the better.
They are changing Barbara's backstory at least.
Action games
So that's
and
good.
Dating sims collide in Eternites. Coming to
Whoa.
PS5 and PS4 next
Dating sim in an action game in one?
Check in with Capcom for a
That's
new
never
look.
been
You're gonna
done.
like date the enemy that you fight?
Ooh, another Capcom game. Maybe this is that Mega Man VR I joked about.
Street Fighter, I'm
It's
guessing.
Street Fighter. Probably Street Fighter. The next one is 6, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely Street Fighter. I
Uh-huh.
recognize the dude on the left.
Yeah, like I could just see a couple of them. Yeah, it's Street Fighter.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game.
Do we get to see wide Ryu again?
Please.
I almost said wide Kiryu by accident because I'm too much into the Yakuza fan base, but
You're a Yakuza simp.
I am. I really am. Yakuza and Persona. I'm an Atlas simp. No wait, Atlas and RGG simp.
There you go.
Forgot it wasn't the same company for a second then, because both on the Sega.
Now my question with this is, like, the guy they're showing here, is that like a customizable avatar that you can make, or is it like a specific character? Because I don't know anything about Street Fighter, so.
Wait, there's like an
Is it
adventure
open
mode or
world?
something? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So
I mean,
hey,
I'm not really a fighting game person.
here's
so...
your Yakuza
Oh.
game.
Simp time. Time to simp, everyone.
Chun-Li,
She's here.
man. Chun-Li is.
That is a
Ah.
cool dress. Wide! Wide!
If this comes out on PC and they don't mod in Swole Kylo Ren as an optional skin for Ryu, I will genuinely be upset with this community.
I just came up with a really... I don't know why they're not going to do it. Crossover. Lady D as a DLC character.
I mean, if this were a Mortal Kombat, I could maybe see it more, but...
But it's Capcom.
Yeah, I know. God, he's so wide. I love it.
Or maybe in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, if that ever gets a revival.
Infinite did pretty bad, so... I will say, I'm not huge on Street Fighter, but the particle effects in this are beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I think this game, and I think, is it Guilty Gear Strive?
Yeah.
Like,
the Guilty...
look absolutely phenomenal.
Arc System Works and their ability to craft, like, their style is just phenomenal to me. Cool. They changed the logo so it's not as crap as it was.
I feel like the fans are probably losing their mind over Kimberly, or whatever she was called, but I'm not sure who that is.
No idea. I can understand why Sony would be pushing this, though. They have, like, a stake in EVO now, so it makes sense that they would want to get, like, a partnership
Street Fighter
with...
6 gameplay. Mark your calendars. It comes to PS5 and PS4 in 2023.
Cool, cool.
Now it's time
I misheard what she said. I thought she said
Tunic!
2030. Oh.
I thought that was going to stay on Xbox. That's awesome. I've wanted to play this, but I don't want to have to buy an Xbox for it.
It's currently on my backlog. Not played it just yet.
Oh, it looks so good.
I'm actually not sure if this is on PC Game Pass or not.
I haven't checked. I was just kind of hoping it would come to PlayStation. Ooh, that's soon. Cool. I have something to look forward to in September now, other than my anniversary.
Nice.
Oh, this one.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember what this is called, but I've seen this.
This did look like it could be a very...
Set out to record life at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I love me a Zen game.
She asked us about living.
This looks like such a calming experience, and like it's one of those that you're gonna go into it expecting to get your heart broken, and then you have like the moment happen, and you're like, holy shit, I didn't think it'd be that hard.
Yep.
Only what she saw.
Game of the year, you can pet the cow.
Need to start a new Twitter page. Can you pet the cow?
Oh, and you can take video too. Okay.
This is the new Silent Hill. Huh, how weird.
I mean, bold way to take the series, but hey, I'll go with it.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets.
God, this looks
I think
beautiful.
She even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends.
I'm so jealous every time you say that. Because I just want to make sure, that my internet's not being wonky right now. So I'm leaving it at 360p for now.
Not yet.
I'll rewatch it when I'm done.
Season, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tunic is on Xbox Game Pass for PC.
It is, cool.
Figured I'd have a look because I was curious.
Well, I'm gonna just wait until it's on PlayStation now, so.
Okay.
So
Okay,
here's
I'm interested.
here's the Final Fantasy 16 we were looking for.
Imagine if he just says, "We're very sorry, we don't have any information," and it goes to the next trailer.
I'm happy to announce that Tetsuya Nomura will be retaking development.
We have no information right now, but 14 is still a game that exists. Go play that. Okay.
Have you heard about the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14? So, new trailer. Not a surprise. Is this what they're closing the show out with, or do you think they have like a one last little sneak peek thing at the end here?
I feel like it might be this, but I'm not sure because we are running out of time.
I could see them dropping like one last little stealth reveal at the very end here.
It's just Kratos saying "boy." That's it.
Boy.
The only thing I'm not sure about with this game so far is the combat, because I'm not really into that. I don't even know what to even call it, that style of combat in games. But we'll see how it is. As long as it's not just hold the B button, then it'll be good.
We must move now.
Yeah, this looks like it's emulating what 15 did for combat. More of an action focus.
So many 13s. Silly people. Don't they know this is not 13? That's a different game.
Like, I might personally not be invested in Final Fantasy, but I can't deny that a lot of the textures and stuff in this look gorgeous. Which, again, you can't see because you're on 360p or whatever, but...
I'm on a potato right now.
You're watching it on GLaDOS?
Yep. She keeps insulting me, it's very disheartening. I might cry in a little bit, don't worry about it.
I wouldn't insult you if you wouldn't take it like such a little bitch.
Yep. Only hurts a little.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls...
Will the gods be assholes in this game?
For every home
Yes.
that burns, another can
I'm not even a Final Fantasy fan, and I know the answer is yes.
Oh, they're actually saying the gods' names in the music. Alright.
Final
Still
Fantasy
digging that
16.
logo.
Yeah. It looks like a Final Fantasy game to me.
Child of fate. Awaken. Ifrit.
Rise and shine, Ifrit.
Rise and shine, Ifrit. Rise and shine.
And
That was it?
Don't forget to visit
Okay.
PlayStation blog to learn even more about today's announcements. See you next time.
So, that was better than I kind of thought it would be.
Yeah, it was.
Like-
Resident Evil's only next gen.
There's
I'm gonna cry for a little while after that, but oh well.
I mean, there's one or two like reveals that I kind of expected. Like, obviously, we thought Final Fantasy 16 was going to be there. I just didn't think they would close out the show with it. Um, I'm glad to see Stray. That was great. I'm I'm still blown away that we actually are getting Resident Evil Village.
I
With
actually didn't expect that for some reason.
yeah,
I did not think they would actually do it.
I just that right there is probably my big. That's easily the big one for me. Is like I want to be able to play that and have. I want to be smothered. Just for a lack of a better term, I want to be smothered. So, um, but yeah, Callisto Protocol, that's looking fantastic. And
Yeah.
I think honestly, for me, that will usurp the Resident Evil 4 remake. Honestly,
All right.
if
All right.
if only because I've already played RE4.
Fair enough.
I know what to expect. With Callisto, I have no clue what's coming, what to expect, anything. So,
For me, it'll be an interesting one because RE4 original, at least, is one of my favorite games ever.
yeah.
So I'll be going into that with a lot of hype, but also a lot of anxiety.
I think the thing I'm most looking forward to with that is more the VR thing they mentioned they're working on with it. Does that mean they're bringing the Resident Evil 4 VR over, or are they going to actually like make some unique content for it? I don't know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see, I guess.
Oh, that's a good point. Sorry, I'm just wondering what people are thinking about certain things, and it's been mentioned that that RE4 trailer was very, very serious.
It was,
which is not great.
It was
because RE4 is one of the silly games.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of silly humor and stuff in it, and it's what makes it so fun.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those where it's like, I think they're just sort of they're leaning into Resident Evil's image right now. I hope that it's not like how Resident Evil 2 and 3 were, where they like made it as serious and grounded as they could to like stick to that. Because like those weren't necessarily the funnier games, but they were more serious than 4. I just hope they're not following. They like learned the wrong things from those remakes and are making 4 a more serious game. You know. Yeah. Honestly, of the reveals and like release dates and stuff, I personally think that the Stray release date being July, I'm so excited for that. Like that is.
It was kind of shocking to me. I thought like if it's coming out this year, maybe towards the end or something like that, but nope. Okay, fair enough. July it is.
Yeah. Like I could have expected to see something along the lines of like, oh, we're gonna release winter 2022. Nope, just here's the day. Have fun. We'll see you be a cat then.
And there was something out in August as well, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was now.
I know. I think Seasons was the one that was coming out in autumn. I don't know. I'm trying to find a good roundup article right now.
Oh, right. It was Spider-Man on PC that's out in August.
That's what it was.
Right.
Which, hey, I mean, Spider-Man on PC, awesome. I've already played that game 2 or 3 times through, so
I'm gonna be replaying it when I get PS Plus back.
Yeah. Oh, No Man's Sky and Walking Dead: Sins and Sinners Chapter 2. Those were the other 2 big VR announcements they had, which, like I said with No Man's Sky, it's like, okay, we already have that, so it's just like an enhanced version of it, I guess. And then Walking Dead: Sinners, like that's cool, I guess. Like zombie games usually work pretty well on VR, so that works out. Other than that, yeah, I mean, this was altogether a pretty solid show, I would say. Nothing that I openly feel like was bad to reveal, really. Like, you know how you get that where it's like, occasionally it's like, why would you show that here?
GTA 5, once again, baby, let's go. Woo!
I was expecting that, if I'm being perfectly honest.
GTA 5 remastered, definitive edition remake.
Using the graphics engine that they used for the GTA remasters that came out earlier.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
No, I think Tunic coming out on PlayStation is going to be great.
I did not expect that.
I wasn't
I did not
expecting
expect
it.
that.
I should rephrase that. I don't think I was expecting it yet. Because I feel like it was one of those games where it's like Xbox paid for temporary exclusivity and it was going to come out soon. I just didn't expect it to be this year. Like, I thought it was going to be a next year sort of thing. But Resident Evil 4 remake, that's looking good. Yeah, just I think in general, if like I know you're a big fan of Capcom, I'm fairly big fan of Capcom. I just wish we got more love for Mega Man.
I think, to be honest, I'd say the only thing I can think of is Resident Evil that I'm actually into with Capcom.
Yeah, I mean they have Street Fighter, which it does look good. Not gonna be my personal thing, but you know, if you're a Street Fighter fan, good on you. Happy for you. For me, just give me Stray, give me all that VR goodness, give me Tunic.
Well, if you've got PS Plus, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting. I don't know which tier I'm gonna get yet. I will probably end up getting premium just because of all just based on what they're showing off in Japan. The simple fact that PlayStation Original and like PS2 and like the classic games all have trophy support. That alone is getting me to say, okay, yes, I will get this.
I think I saw something saying that some of those games have trophy support, some of them don't. Yeah, still cool though.
One of the ones that I specifically would want it for would be Ape Escape, because that is one of my absolute favorite original PlayStation games, and I know that one already has trophy support. Like, I know for a fact that one does. So
it's one of the games I want to try with PS Plus, knowing it's going to be on there. I'm like, well, there you go. Now's my time to play it, basically.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm hoping that we get some. I'm gonna probably go out and try and reserve a PSVR at some point. Like, I wish they would have given a release window, even. Like, they didn't.
Yeah, that was a little weird, actually.
They didn't give any information about release. It was just, here's some games we're working on. Okay, bye. I mean, they showed off a bunch of games and stuff after that, but oh, the other one, Roller Drome. That was the other one coming out in August.
Oh,
the one with like the Mad Max roller derby. And then there was that Evernights action meets dating sim game that looks interesting. But yeah, I think in general they did a good job. It was a decent enough showcase. Could have been one or two more huge announcements outside of just Capcom. Because, like, there wasn't really anything that I feel that was earth-shattering. Everyone kind of expected Final Fantasy 16. Everyone was geared up to watch the reveal of Horizon Call of the Mountain. Capcom really came out swinging with their reveals and such, but everything else was either just confirming a release date or showing something. Like, Callisto Project was probably the next big reveal, I think. And that didn't even really show gameplay. It was more just, here's the style we're going for. So
I feel like there was some form of gameplay there, but it might be early, it might be, who knows.
Well, with it coming out in December, I hope it's not early.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of holding off on like a full gameplay reveal, because it looked like it was like rendered in engine. So like that's at least good, but it wasn't like actual like guy behind controller playing the game. It was more
Yeah.
here's like some of the cutscenes and stuff that you get to see as you're playing. Or like we did a little bit of a gameplay thing, but we moved to the camera so you get to see more of the environment or something like that.
I'm actually a little bit shocked though that it does look like it really is embodying that like Dead Space spirit. I thought it would be, yeah, we've got similar horror vibes, but a different gameplay style or something different about it. But it straight up just looks like Dead Space to me, and
It
I'm completely
does.
fine with that.
That is fantastic. Like if you're gonna emulate any horror game, like especially a sci-fi horror game, you're either gonna emulate Alien or Dead Space, and it's gonna be good. And everyone already emulates Alien, so why not go for Dead Space, where it's a little bit more of that psychological horror mixed with the weird, creepy creatures and such. I don't know. In general, I'm just excited. Like I kind of knew that going in that I would be have at least one or two things that got me really hyped up for what's to come. How about you?
I'm thinking I might have to go and play Tunic now.
I'm gonna probably wait until it's on PlayStation. I need that satisfying serotonin hit of the platinum trophy unlocking.
Oh, I know that. 2 platinums in 2 days. Let's go.
But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this, I think. I'm assuming you're probably not gonna want to hang around and like play a game or something.
I don't really know if I have anything, and I'm more of an Xbox man, so
Well, I was thinking
I
like
don't have online for PlayStation and stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean there are cross-play games, and I was thinking more something off Steam or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
But,
true.
Um, yeah, I think that's gonna call it for the stream. So overall,
Well, bye everyone
over-
in the stream.
yeah, overall I think it was fine. Nothing, nothing too earth-shattering. Nothing like the original God of War 2018 reveal. Like that was huge.
I mean, I'm a big Resident Evil simp, so I'm shaking in my chair right now. I'm like, oh!
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like those are awesome, but just in general, I like. It sounds awesome. I still have to beat Village, so I'll probably wait a little bit. Either way, hey, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me, Ocean. This has been a lot of fun chatting with you, hanging out, playing.
Anytime.
Yeah.
It was an honor and a privilege and a blessing.
And a blessing. Oh, that might be taking it a bit far. I will be doing this again, hopefully with Ocean, for the Xbox showcase on the 12th. I don't think it'll be nearly as late for you. I'm pretty sure.
I have the time written down.
That one is.
Yeah, mine's 6 p.m. It's like perfect for me.
Yeah, I think it's like 11 a.m. for me. So like it'll be a little early for me, but nothing I can't handle. So hopefully you'll be a little more lively for that one.
Hopefully I will be, because
yeah,
I feel really tired right now.
And hopefully Xbox has some things to show. I mean, they got Xbox and Bethesda. They got all sorts of stuff that they can show from there.
Game Pass, my savior. Just Game Pass announcements.
Yeah.
That's literally all I need, and I'm happy. So it'll be good for me either way.
I have a good enough PC now that I'm eager to see Redfall gameplay. Like,
I am curious about it.
That's the big one for me. Like, that's the one that I really want. I could care less about Starfield. I could honestly care less about Elder Scrolls 6. Give me Redfall. That is what I want to see. So, hopefully, I think I saw somewhere that it's like a 2, maybe 3 hour show.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll see if I can confirm that, but that's going to be a heck of a chunk of time, heck of a lot of good reveals. I'm assuming they're going to be doing it in a typical E3 sort of format, so like I could see like a lot of after every reveal someone comes out on stage to talk about the game a little bit more, so maybe that's how it would be like a 3 hour reveal.
Just Phil Spencer, one hand in one pocket, doing some sort of gesture with the other one, saying innovation a lot.
And he's got
like every other Xbox conference.
And he's got some T-shirt on that like is going to be some big earth-shattering
obscure
reveal.
reference or something.
Yeah. If he comes out wearing a fucking Banjo and Kazooie t-shirt, I'm flipping. I don't care.
Just comes out with like a Jiggy on his t-shirt or something.
Exactly. Like anything Banjo Kazooie, if he comes out and announces, I don't even care if it's like a full blown from the ground up like Shadow of the Colossus or Demon Souls style remake. If he comes out and says more Banjo Kazooie, I'm game.
That's all he says. Just comes out, more Banjo Kazooie. Goes off the stage. Boom.
Exactly. It does like what they did with the what was it? I think it was the PS2 announcement. Like he basically just walked up to the podium, went $2.99 and walked away. Like that was that was the whole reveal.
That was kind of funny. Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, we could see something about Outer Worlds 2, Redfall, Starfield, Hellblade 2, Outer Worlds 2. There's all sorts of stuff that Microsoft has that, like, I'll be personally sad isn't on PlayStation because that's my preferred system of choice, but I'll still play because I have a good enough PC now that it'll hopefully work.
I was about to say here's hoping they'll put some stuff on PC.
Yeah. I mean, their whole like initiative is that pretty much anything that comes out to their system comes to PC too. So I would be actually a little surprised if they were to start going like, oh, we're gonna have just this on this thing, you know, like that's not really their motive anymore. That's not really their style. So either way, that's not until the 12th. So we got, God, another week and a half.
Far away. No.
So, yeah, thanks again for stopping by, Ocean. And
anytime.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do this again for that because this was a lot of fun. Might go a little.
Was indeed.
Might go a little insane by the end because if it is indeed a 3-hour show, that's a lot to talk about.
2 hours and 30 minutes of Game Pass announcements. Let's go. Come on. Let's get that bread.
Followed by half an hour of Halo Infinite, like Season 2, free to play. I know that's what you're looking for.
No. Halo Infinite, I don't know of that word anymore. It's Lord Voldemort to me now, that game.
I won't lie. I have one of the first games I loaded up with my new PC was Halo Infinite. I thought it's fine.
I thought the multiplayer was fun, but I don't like free-to-play because cosmetic microtransactions, and I didn't really enjoy the campaign. I was like, well, that's another Xbox exclusive game that was kind of a flop for me. Thumbs up.
I haven't played the campaign, if only because you have to, pay for the campaign. I don't have Game Pass at the moment, so I have to pay for it if I want. Okay. I'm waiting until I get Game Pass again to do that, but multiplayer-wise, it's Halo. Like, I'm game. Like, give me some SWAT, you know? That's my game mode of choice for Halo.
Same, honestly.
Yeah.
Reach and Halo 3.
Yeah. But yeah,
and kind of 5.
That's pretty much going to do it for this one. Any final closing thoughts on your end?
No, Persona 0 out of 10.
There you go. Well, I will see you and hopefully all you people watching, all one of you, next on Sunday. So next Sunday, the 12th, for the Xbox showcase, Xbox and Bethesda. So should be fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping, Ocean, and we'll see y'all next time.
Whereas, leaving a little bit of room for you to end here.
I'm out.
Whereas I will be back on June the 2nd for the State of Play thing. So that'll be fun. And by back, I mean probably June the 3rd when I actually put the video up.
For the State of Play. Oh, like when you upload the video. Gotcha.
Did I say State of Play?
Yeah,
I'm so tired right now. I just said State of Play June the 2nd. That's right now. Oh my... I meant Summer Game Fest. June the 9th.
Go to bed, man.